Hey there, this is T 5.3 trig ratios. We are dealing with cosines, and this is the third example. There's three different things that you can be solving for on a cosine question, and this is the last one, so let's take a look at it. Number one, all time. Hypotenuse. Go around the corner where the angle is, and that gives me the adjacent and opposite. I'm sorry if that diagram's a little bit fuzzy, but this is a Z and that is 15 millimeters. So what do we get? We are given the hypotenuse and our angle. And you want opposite side. The ones on the previous page were looking for one time. The first one was looking for the hypotenuse. The second one was looking for the angle. And then I'm just going to confirm with myself that hypotenuse and adjacent is what I'm looking for. This is what I have, and this is the unknown there. So cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos theta. Oopsies. Okay, I'm going to show you how I screwed up and how I know I screwed up. 15 over. Oh yeah, not completely screwed up. Let's start over. Okay, so cos, do I have the angle? Yes, right? See, I wrote there. There's my angle, 41 degrees. Is equal to adjacent, which is Z. You know what? There's a Z there. I could just as easily write adjacent. Either one is fine. Over hypotenuse. No, okay. See, now I screwed it up again. I'll show you how you find your mistakes. Like, look, I've got Z and I've got hypotenuse. I can't have that. I need to know 2 out of 3, and I see now my hypotenuse is 15. I can't believe I'm not doing this video. Mistakes are how you learn. And I'm just showing you, like, okay, well, that was just nasty what I was doing there. But that's how you know. Right? You gotta have 2 out of 3 numbers there. So let's go cos 41. So 0.7547 is equal to Z. I'm going to do like that because otherwise it looks like a 2 over 15. So when I'm missing either the hypotenuse or one of the sides, I know I have to cross multiply. So Z times 1 is 15 times 0.7547. 1 times Z is just Z. Now, this is where I get lazy. This is on my calculator. I don't need to type it in again. I'm just going to multiply through by 15. And away we go. 11.32. And if I look up here, this was a whole number. So I'm going to say Z, oopsie, ran out of room, is 11. And I'm going to add millimeters because my question had meters in it. And if there's units, you should add units. Now, does that make sense? Not good. That seems lovely to me. Not because I like 11, but because it is shorter than the hypotenuse. I'll put millimeters there. And there we go. Okay. As I said with the other videos, turn it off, do this one by yourself, and excuse me, and then come back and see that you got it right. Okay, so turn off the camera now. I trust that you did. Labeling, hypotenuse, around my corner where my angle is, so adjacent and opposite. Room here, yeah, move over here. So cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so let's see if I can do this question without messing up. 24 degrees is adjacent, which I don't know, so I'm going to put the x there over 25.2. Like I said, if you want to just keep writing adjacent instead of the x, that's fine. That is marvelous. So cos 24, 0.9135. This is x over 25.2 cross multiply 1x. Mm, 25.2. It's squishy, but you guys know what that means. So x is equal to, again, I'm going to be lazy. There's the number, times 25.2. 23.02. And if I look at my question Z, this one had 1 decimal place, so I should round this to 1 decimal place. X equals, okay. Oh, now we come into, so it's 1 decimal place, that or that. I would probably mark it right. This, I know for sure. Again, in physics or in chemistry, you're worried about scientific notation. But if I had a really, really fussy instructor and they said 1 decimal place, by gosh and by Gorham, I'm gonna put 1 decimal place there, even if it is 0. And this had centimeters, so let's add centimeters here. And does that make sense? Sure, because my hypotenuse is 25, it has to be the longest side. This is shorter than that. So we are golden. Right, so let's look at the stuff at the bottom here. Just like sine, there's only 3 types of questions. You're either finding the angle, finding the adjacent side, or finding the hypotenuse. And this chart, although it's on 2 separate videos, does give you all 3 options. So there's a sample of each one. I did it, and then you turned around and you did it, and you got the right answers. And now you're like, ah, I did this. This is not so bad. The neat thing about all of this stuff is there's some similarities in these questions. I saw one, okay, I was looking at a bunch of websites, and I really had people who organized in terms of, are you looking for the angle? Are you looking for the top number? Are you looking for the bottom number? Because anytime you're looking for example, the top one, oh goodness, I just realized I wrote opposite there. Should be adjacent. Do you guys yell at me when I make mistakes? You should. Yell at the video. I was going to say send me a comment, but I disabled comments on here just in case. All right. Anyway, they both work out the same, right? You end up cross multiplying, and it's actually kind of sweet because then you just multiply through. When you're looking for the hypotenuse, or when you're looking for the bottom number, that's when you need to do that division part. Some people really like doing that, and they memorize, if I have to do the hypotenuse, I'm always going to be dividing. But I just have my formula, and I let the formula guide my thinking, guide my actions. Okay. And yeah, so there's a similarity in the way the questions are solved. It doesn't matter if you're using sine or cosine, if you're solving the hypotenuse, adjacent side, or the opposite side. So again, anything on this side of the equation, you're going to be doing the cross multiplying. It's only when you are finding an angle that you don't have to cross multiply. But then you get to use the inverse or the second function. Math is so cool. It is all about patterns.